really matter because it's gonna die. That's gonna die, and we'll kill all of that, and we'll end a turn. These games can either go really quickly or really long. It entirely depends on how, you know, I guess RNG draw, luck of the draw. Does anybody have any questions about the gameplay so far? As always, I can give away keys to anybody who wants one. Game releases in 4 days now, October 3rd, so. Okay. So. We got 7 mana. What we're gonna do is... Damn it. That didn't actually kill Space Pirate. Because of Vidos' blessing. So, we're gonna have to put up a shield this turn. And drop 2 of our turrets. Oh, there we go. And attack his health directly. Although... There we go. That worked. Still some minor bugs to sort out. So you got rid of my turret with his Trader Jacks. And alright, we can play this turn. That's gonna get rid of I believe that gets rid of 3 of his cards, so kill my Space Pirate. We'll play the Combat Medic. Go after his health directly. We'll take the increased health. I forgot to attack with my turret that turn, which was a mistake on my part. That's not good. Can't make big mistakes like that. This encrypted sentry bot is wild. Has so much health for its cost value. And I don't have very good cards, so playing it is entirely another story. Suicide the medic. And hope for the best. By the way, the voices are all done by me so far because I don't have an actual budget to hire a voice actor. Hoping to do that once the game gets into early access and starts making some money. If we can get a good voice actor to do it, that'll be awesome. Alright. Put Defender down. Now, this is a card that's really annoying to play against. Monument of Injustice. At the beginning of your turn, you gain 1 life and the enemy loses 1 life. So he's going to start getting his health back unless I kill that, and I'm going to start losing health every single turn. As far as 2v2 as a possibility, Two-Headed Monster is one of my favorite Magic modes, and well, I'm going to be looking at the way I can design the board to provide an actual 2v2 gameplay that makes sense. With the current way the board is set up, a 2v2 would be very hectic, and it wouldn't look that good. So I'd have to really look at how I want to actually play the board in terms of getting Two-Headed Monster as an actual game mode. But it is in the plans for the future. I think multiple game modes makes a card game stand out, and there's not a lot that actually have like Two-Headed Monster, for example. At this point, Jake has now ramped up. He has much better cards, and I'm gonna play this just because I can. That's cutting costs. It gives me 1 mana. Jake, did you like that useless instant I just played? It's the only instant I have, otherwise I'd be wrecking you.
Oh, for sure.
So at this point, I'll probably lose this game. Jake's ramped up to, he's doing 2 damage at the start of every turn, gaining 2 life. He draws 3 cards now because he has 2 Stargates active. And his Trader Jacks can provide 4 damage to my health directly. And his Exardian Laser, if you watch Stargate, that's a reference to that, can deal 6 damage every single turn as well, bringing his damage up to 10 per turn.
Did it break? Oh, there we
No,
go.
I was explaining to the Twitch chat what's going on and why you're about to win.
Aw, you used to have the top deck and nuke.
I don't have nuke yet.
Oh, rip you, you're done.
I deleted all of my I deleted all of my cards. So I deleted all of the cards that I have in my library just to show off deck building.
Yeah.
So now I don't have any good cards like a top deck nuke. I'll play cutting cost here on his turn. Um, one of the recent. Here we go. This is. Yep, I've got 3 health and. So I'll die as soon as I should die at least. We might actually glitch the game here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Monument, yeah, Monument of Injustice doesn't actually. Well, we'll see what happens. Sometimes it kills, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, it worked. It worked.
Okay.
Perfect. All right,
Worked.
Monument of Injustice killed me there. So, that was a loss on my part. Let me mute the music here. So now that we played a game, does anybody have any questions about anything? Let's look in the chat. Yeah, the UI definitely could use some work. I'm a one-man team. Well, on early access release, it's going to be free to play. There's going to be a $5 supporter edition, which gives you more credits to start with, uh, basically to unlock more cards. Free to play, you start with 100 credits, which lets you unlock one random card. If you get the supporters edition, you start with 1500, which lets you unlock 15 cards at the very start. Um, I feel that. I mean, that's essentially becomes pay to win uh, for the early games. But after early access exit, the game will go full free to play, and libraries will be wiped once it goes on its full release schedule. So in the early game, it's just to give an incentive for people to actually help support the game. I don't feel like there's enough gameplay yet or cards yet to justify charging a price tag for this, especially when you can go to other games like Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering, which have 200 plus cards and they're free to play. I figured I can't really justify charging people money for this. So if people do want to support the game, they have that option as a sort of purchasable DLC that gives them a title and stuff in game, and as well as extra energy to buy more cards at the start. Um, yeah, as you're saying, the UI definitely does you need some work, but I'm a one-man team. I've essentially built this game from the ground up, and it's gonna need some. I've been slowly revamping the UI. I wonder if I can. Let me see if I can get a screenshot of what this game looked like. Uh, maybe 3 months ago before I decided to. Actually, you know what? It's still in the tutorial page. So I can do that. Let's load up the tutorial. Um, this is what the game looked like. If you're watching the stream now, this is how the UI looked originally. Very ugly and brutish, and things were missing and stuff like that. Uh, the card the card art has always stayed the same kind of, but yeah, it was a very ugly board that I had, and we recently changed things, and the main menu looked nothing like this. It was very like gray and default Unreal widgets and stuff like that. So slowly but surely, it's getting to a state where I can say it's you know for early access, I think it does look decent enough to put it into early access, but it's always going to improve as time goes on and as more money gets into the project. All right. Um, let's oh, let's crash the game when I hit unlock random card. I really have to figure out what that bug is. This is a bug that has been driving me crazy, but there is a 50-50 shot that you'll crash the the game when you unlock a card for the first time after coming back from a game. So let's just Now, as I said, I can give keys away to anyone. If you do want a key to play before the game launches, just go ahead and ask in the chat. I can post a Steam key to you. Yeah, this is my first game I'm putting up on Steam. First time I've actually ever. I mean, I've toyed around with making games in the past, and I've made a lot of prototypes. This is the first time I've made a full-fledged title that's going to release on Steam with actual fully fleshed out gameplay and things like that. All right. Here, let me go ahead and get you a key. I'll PM it to you. As always, this game's gonna be free on release anyways, but you can get ahead of the game and learn some of the ins and outs and what cards are good and not. So here you go. Let me whisper. All right, there's a key for you. And actually, you know, if you can download in time, you might actually get to play versus us. Let me see if I can get some. Uh, Unlock the duplicate. Recursion. There we go. That is a good card. That This one picks up the first creature in your graveyard and returns it to your hand, or on the top of your graveyard rather. I'll have to rewrite the card text, but uh, sort of like it's almost as good as Desperate Scrapper, um, possibly even better. Because it picks up the top deck, so you can if you use recursion right, you can get back a card that just died rather than a completely random card. Okay, we have a good turret now. Now what we really want is a good defender. My personal favorite is the Mark V auto turret, and where is it in here? And reinforced bulkhead. And if we unlock either of those, hey Jake, I'm just going through more deck building stuff. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah. And I just gave away a key to somebody, so we might actually get a chance to play against people other than each
Oh
other.
shit.
Yeah, right?
Oh shit.
Sorry. All right. Oh, good point. You are right. Sorry. Thank you, Elix and Pie Guy. Okay, what else do we want to unlock? Tech Sergeant Tinker. That's a good card. Basically, before we look at him, he just when you put him into play, he spawns an actual defender turret. It's a 1/1 defender, so he kind of has two functions. One, he can attack other units, and two, he can provide a defender for you to keep your sustain up. He's a good sustain card in my opinion. Where the hell is he in this thing? Here he is. Yeah. Um, Boarding parties are just as important as turrets are. While turrets can win you the game, a good boarding party can protect all of your units and it also shuts down their turrets. Since turrets can't be directly attacked by unit or by other turrets, the only way to shut them down is to have a strong boarding party to do that. All right, Intel Refueler basically gives you 1 mana, extra mana every single turn. Uh, so you can have a maximum of 13 instead of 12. Streamlined Hull, um, not the greatest of cards. It'll probably see some sort of revamping before full release. Where is it actually? Here we go. You gain 2 mana per turn while it's active. I would say I don't think Streamlined Hull actually works properly because it's arguably better than Intel Refueler if you look at it. But I think I didn't actually fix how it works, so I'll have to go over that. Tactical Nuke. This is the card Jake was talking about. Tactical Nuke, if you can guess it, basically destroys everything on the board, even friendly. It's a wrath. In its old days, if you read the text here, I haven't updated this. It's going to be updated. It can be used during your opponent's turn. It cannot be used. A instant cast wrath, if you played MTG, is not a good, um, not a good card. A very strong card actually. And we have a good shield now. This provides 6 health, basically 6 sustain. Essentially, it'll protect from 6 damage before that damage even applies to you. So, Commander Geod, Jake's favorite commander. Oh, by the way, Jake, Geod works again now. He works properly.